Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan my generals. How are you all doing? I hope you're feeling good, looking good, and feeling airy as we have another jam-packed pick a card reading for you today. Yes, darlings, yes, honeys. In today's reading, we are exploring blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings for you right now. So get your tea, get your water, get your beverage of choice, because we are in for a ride. See you on the other side. Ooh la la. One guarantee. T-Sippers, one guarantee. T-Sippers, one guarantee. Welcome to Super, yeah. So we have pile one. I feel you, even though we are apart. Pile two. I am so attracted to you. Ooh la la. Pile three. I want to tell you how I feel. Let's see what is going on in the cards, okay? But before we begin, we like to bring in good gratitude energy into the mix, okay? So, thank you, universe, thank you, spirit guides, thank you, guardian angels, thank you, ancestors, for the messages we're about to receive in today's read, Blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings for you right now. May the messages resonate with you so you can take these messages and use them to strengthen your own intuition and use your own discernment, but also to enable you to be your own intuitive reader. Thank you, thank you, thank you in abundance. So pile one, pile two, or pile three. Okay, get your tea, get your water ready, because we are in for a ride. So I hope to see you on each pile, okay? But feel free to go to the pile that you are drawn to, okay? Some do like to ask, okay, what's my take? For me, okay, the Gemini in me, I like to read from each pile and take what resonates and leave the rest. Sometimes it doesn't resonate now, but it may resonate later. Okay, sometimes it just clicks and it's like, oh, where did I get this from? And you go back to the read. Okay, that's why messages are always timeless. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so we will see you on the other side. Big up yourselves every time, and Gwan. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan my generals. So we're on pile one and we're exploring blunt AF, the exact thoughts and feelings for you right now. So if you are new here, what? Big up, what? Big up, big up every time. Much love and blessings from Auntie T, okay? And the Wagwan Tarantee family. To our tea sippers, our generals, we got to big you up, what? Big you up, every time. Big you up, what? Big up, what? Big up every time. Much love and blessings from Auntie T, okay? We're exploring pile one. So I hope you have your tea, your water, your beverage of choice. I'm sipping on some water today. I did have some tea earlier, okay? Just normal tea with a bit of milk, a dash of milk, okay? Let us know what you are sipping on in the comments today and where you are from so we can big you up in the comments. We're playing catch up with the comments, but we'll get there, okay? And we'll big you up same way. So welcome, come on in, okay, we are on pile one. Okay, if you hear from time to time, woy, oy, oy, okay, woy, woy, oy, okay, it's a Jamaican phrase, okay, equivalent to OMG, okay, oh my gosh. So when these intuitive gems come through, that's essentially what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, okay, you want to come through today? Okay, okay, we'll take that, we'll take that, we'll take a bit of this and a bit of that, okay. All right, all right. So let's see. Wagwan. Wagwan in Jamaican patois simply means what is going on, and that's what we're doing in today's read. Okay, Wagwan. All right. It can also be used as a way of like an informal greeting of saying hello. Okay, just so you know, I feel you even though we are apart. And a lot of cards came through for each pile from this deck. I hid who I really am from you. So we're also going to have a look and see if the energy of one comes into the read. One can represent the energy of reconciliation, new beginnings, okay? My life is not as together as it seems, okay? I hope that you can forgive me one day. I hope you can forgive me one day. Okay? So there's an energy of forgiveness here. We both know I'm not the one for you. Now, this could be someone from the past as well, whether it's your recent past or like way back. Okay? I feel you leaving me behind. So I feel you. Someone feels you leaving, feels them leaving behind. Now this could be someone like a past love interest. Okay, give it let's say 5, 10, 20 years. Okay, finding out the truth crushed me. Finding out the truth crushed me. Perhaps this person may have seen you moved on. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. It feels like it could be someone who because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. We have 8 cards here that came out, okay, for this blunt AF reading. Okay, let's put some here so you can see. It's still in, yes, it's still in the shot. Okay, we have quite a lot of cards that came out today. Let's see if we can fit them all in. Yeah, yes, just about, because we did have quite a lot. So this is telling us there is a lot of energy here. Now it's fallen on pile 1. We have 8 cards, okay? Now 8 can be representing the energy of action. It could be representing the energy of missed action, missed opportunities. It could also be wondering if, think of the wheel of fortune, if things could change, if there is an opportunity for change, if there's an opportunity for growth, learning. Okay, it feels like there could be someone here who has regrets on how they handled the situation. It feels like there may have also been like some kind of deep wound. It feels like there may have been some wounds, like an emotional wound that they may have been going through and may have tried to create a facade, or if it feels like someone may have been very performative to try and hide it, mask it. It feels like there may have been some kind of external factors going on, perhaps through family or friends, that may have had some impact in this connection. We both know I'm not the one for you is giving this energy, because when we look at everything that's going on here, that this person has been conflicted. There feels like there's an energy of conflict here. Sabotage. I feel you even though we are apart, but I feel you leaving me behind. And it feels like there's like a deep regret on they handled how they handled this connection. Let's keep exploring. Let's keep exploring. We're going to start with let's start with the tarot. Let's see what the tarot wants to say. Ooh, look what we have. We have the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. With the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, just by opening the deck, and we see these two cards appear. The Seven of Cups could be telling us, okay, that there may have been a lot of other stuff going on in this person's life, okay? This may have resulted to this person having to make a choice or make a decision on what is priority. Now, this could have also, because we mentioned earlier about there could have been some other external factors. It feels like there could have been some other external factors or pressures put onto this person. I'm getting the word coerced. It's almost like they were coerced or made to believe that they needed to prioritize something else. But in result, this may have impacted the connection. Okay, and it feels like this person knows that it was going that way, but still felt like they could keep on top of things. Okay, now it could be that this person you was dealing with had some kind of work where they were very busy all the time. It feels like time could have been something that was very stretched. Okay. It feels like there could have been again like some other external factors. Perhaps for some of you, you might have been dealing with someone who has children, who has maybe elderly parents, who have parents or family members that were in need of support or resources, time, and this may have impacted. Okay, it could be also friends. Okay, now it feels like there could have also been someone here that made this person feel this way. Okay, even though it may, because you see, if you look at the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Cups could represent there's different like things going on, and this person has to discern. They have to then trust themselves to go where what is important, what is priority. There's something here underneath here that I don't know. There's like I don't know what this option could be. And it's kind of like, maybe I need to make a choice. I need to decide. Now, it feels like that could be telling us that, again, going back to some kind of external factors being involved here, this may have been, it does feel like there could have been someone who was envious, somebody who, the word jealousy is coming through, of this connection, and may have tried to find ways to maybe say things, do things to make this person feel like, because what I'm getting is like, oh, you've changed. Okay, there's a vibe of like someone saying something, but in a way that it implies like a negativity around this connection, and this person feeling like they are no longer part of this group, no longer part of this community. Okay, perhaps this person you may have also had like it feels like some kind of level of immaturity around them. Okay, Again, this could have come from friends, family, parents as well. Okay, because with the Ace of Pentacles being here, it feels, oh, oh, look what, do you see what I see? The Two of Cups. And let's see what's that. We have, look at that, look at the cards. The Queen of Pentacles, the Strength card. Okay, this is very much, and it looks like it's the Eight of Wands. The cards, okay, we're going to just take what the cards are trying to tell us, okay? We'll put this one here, put this one there, put this one there, and we'll see all of these that were trying to come through, okay? Sometimes, you know, we do it like a little shuffle and see what pops out, and we also lay the cards when they kind of like reveal themselves. And if you look, let's see what's behind there. Do you see the Three of Swords? So based on what we saw before from the previous set of cards, I feel you leaving me behind. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. And look at these cards. Do you see we have two queens. One is in the reverse, the Queen of Wands. Okay? The Queen of Wands is in the reverse, which is kind of telling us that this person here may have been some kind of troublemaker. Okay? This person could represent anyone. Okay? But it feels like it represents a strong maternal, someone who has a strong presence. It can also represent how they feel that you are no longer in their presence, okay? And perhaps you've moved on, and there's kind of like a very carefree attitude about you, okay? And they feel left out in this, But with the Queen of Pentacles here as well, it could also be telling us that there is a figure here, perhaps a mother figure, okay, or some kind of strong presence here where they are very resourceful in their nature. Perhaps they may look to this person for support, guidance. However, it feels like what I'm getting is like it feels like there could be some kind of emotional manipulation going on, okay? Because we have the Three of Swords here, okay? With that Three of Swords, it's telling us that there is something that this person is not happy about, and it feels like there is something around them having to make a choice. Because look at the cards that we saw originally was the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. The Seven of Cups represents someone having to make a choice, having to make a decision of some sort. But the Ace of Pentacles is a clear decision. It's saying, look, beyond that threshold opens many doors of opportunities. But there is still this energy of someone feeling like they're not sure, they're not wary, they're not trusting their gut, they're contemplating on their decision. Okay, but looking at what we see from the cards that revealed themselves, okay, that there is a lot of confusion on their direction of what do they do, what do they take. Perhaps again the Queen of Wands could also be telling us that there was an energy of feeling unsure, uncertain, okay, because we have this energy of the Ten of Pentacles. This is saying that they may have seen this or see you in this light, but there is something that has been holding this person back. Because we have the Two of Cups as well. The Two of Cups here, okay? Someone who sees you as a soulmate, someone who sees you as a partner, okay? or a potential partner, or a love interest that they would like, or would like to, let's say, would like to pursue, because we have the Eight of Wands here. Okay, so there is an energy that they would like to pursue, but there is something deep here with this Five of Pentacles, okay, that is telling us, and we're seeing a lot of Pentacles, okay, which could be telling us that there could be something around their time, their money, okay, and their availability, okay. Something, it could also be something to do with structure, okay. We're seeing a lot of family energy, and it's kind of telling us, going back to what we said earlier, that there could have been some external factors that may have impacted this connection, okay. Perhaps some unhealed energy, unhealed inner child energy as well, okay. Let's have a look at the Jamaican Proverbs and see what wants to come through from here. Let's have a look what Jamaican proverb wants to come through. We have, every best friend have a best friend. So this is definitely telling us there's some external things going on here, okay. Every best friend has a best friend. This Jamaican proverb is all about being mindful of what we say, what we share, because you may have a best friend, but then your best friend may be somebody else's best friend, okay. So be mindful of that friendships, and be mindful of like friendships and discussions with others. And this feels like there is something else going on, maybe someone saying something, doing something that could be impacting or has impacted this connection, okay. Let's pull out, we're going to pull out some more tarot and see what else wants to come through for the collective. Oh, we've got quite a few. We've got the Nine of Swords, we've got the Nine of Swords, the King of Cups, Justice, and the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. We mentioned the Wheel of Fortune, and it's here. I'm starting to see that my actions have consequences, and I'm giving up blaming others. I surrender to the will of God and let it be. Okay, so it feels like there's an energy of accountability. Someone is realizing that, wow, I need to look at my own ways and how I've impacted or caused, or how my impact has caused a consequence or resulted to a consequence. I see now, with the Justice card being here, my behaviour has affected you, and it's a painful feeling. You did not deserve that, and I will make things right. So far we're getting that someone knows that they've done something wrong. They may have prioritized something. It feels like they may have followed. Okay, it felt like we did see strength earlier. Okay, I feel like we did see strength somewhere just when the cards were opening, but I'm getting the energy of something to do with strength. Okay, and it could be as well with that the Seven of Cups, having to make a choice but trusting your own choice. I feel grounded in my emotions, and I want to hold you. I'm not letting other things or people bring us down. I'm here for you, King of Cups. So the cards that have come through is really kind of giving us their giveaway that there is something here. Once I start to focus on our problems, it's hard to stop, and then I get paranoid that it will get even worse, falling into anxiety. So we have the Nine of Swords here. Okay, Nine of Swords. So let's take our break, our sipping break. Okay, let's take our sipping break. Okay, So, cheers to Intuitive Gems. Let us know what you are sipping on, and if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to Gwan, Tarot and Tea. Cheers to Intuitive Gems. Hey, I'm sipping on water. Let us know what you are sipping on in the comments down below. So, as a recap, we've got the King of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Swords, the Justice that have appeared, which is giving us a lot of deeper meaning that there is a lot of external factors going on that has impacted this connection. If this is a recent past, this person is feeling this way, looking at their mistakes, looking at ways of how they could have handled this situation. If it's somebody from way back, okay, there is a lot of regrets on missed opportunities with you, okay. It feels like even though you and this person maybe there's very limited contact between you and this person, they still from time to time keep tabs on you, whether it's social media, whether it's mutual friends, okay. It feels like they take a keen interest in knowing what you're doing, and I'm getting the word journal. There may be you let these words come through. But what I was about to say is journal or therapy, speech, like speaking, and that could be why I'm getting that, like someone is doing. It feels like someone is looking into therapy or speaking about it. Okay, it feels like this person may have repressed they may have like kept these feelings so tight that it's like now they feel like this need to speak. They need to speak. It's like a deep throat chakra healing needs to take place here. It could also be because we're currently filming this in the Libra month, okay? Libra energy. So the messages are always timeless, but the energy of Libra can also represent the need for balance, okay? And it could be really asking, right, you need to balance this area in your life. You need to put things right, okay? So let's have a look at some juicy gems. We've got these cards. Let's see what wants to come through from these cards. Look at that. What did we say? What? Oi, 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 oi. We have jealous, not jealous. So there is an energy here of this. There's this energy here that has been sabotaging someone jealous, and it feels like maybe putting little voice it, kind of like a this sense of disapproval in to make someone or make this person feel some type of way, again, like they've changed, or the time, there's not enough time being spent with this person, or you seem to be so whipped with this partner or this love interest of yours that you don't have no time for me. It feels like there's this energy, this vibe going on, okay? Any more? Oh, we've got this one that has bent. We'll have a look. Ooh. Keep it clean and classy. Keep it clean and classy. Okay, now this could be the energy of maybe where this person is becoming. Okay, that they are like feeling like, you know what? I'm going to work on me. I'm going to build that strength. You see that kind of like leopard energy. We could it's kind of like I'm going to focus on me, determined. Okay, and we have enchanted, disenchanted. Okay, it's kind of giving that a vibe that someone is feeling a bit lost. Okay, someone's feeling a bit lost, and it could be due to exhaustion, trying to put all their time and money into maybe a particular goal, but got lost in the process. Okay, because it's like they're trying to. It feels like they're trying to get here. They're trying to get behind these walls, but by doing so, they're neglecting a lot of what their well-being, and what's really important. Not ignoring this connection, not overlooking and thinking, well, if I work on this, then I can be more suitable, I can have more money to do things. It feels like it's got to the point where they've completely taken their hands off the wheel. Okay, take it where it resonates and leave the rest for others. Okay, let's have a look at the blunt AF now. Okay, let's see what's to come through from the blunt AF. Okay, right, if we're shuffling and it's still kind of like the cards are like not really coming out, we will sing, because singing is a great way, okay, a great way to allow the messages to flow. So it feels like we need to sing. Okay, it feels like we need to sing. It feels like we need to sing. Don't watch me. My shuffling, I love that little cut, you know, that it's not the best when it comes to the shuffling, but it doesn't stop me getting those messages. You hear me? Shuffle. If you want to ask me, like, oh, as a reader, like, what's the best way? Just do what you're comfortable with, okay? But if you still like to try and like do the little thing, that's fine. If you're great at it, wonderful. If you're not, like me, it's okay. As long as you connect to the cards and you read, okay, that's all that matters, okay? But if you're just doing all this, oh, fancy, fancy, all this kind of thing, and you're still not, in the cards saying that it don't make no sense. So just be comfortable, be yourself, be authentic. The more authentic you are, the more comfortable you are in yourself, the more you are able to allow those messages to flow. Okay, just a little bit of tips. Okay, reading tips. Okay, so let's go back and do some singing. Okay, all right, so we're gonna sing Blunt AF, so you can sing it with me. We're gonna sing Blunt AF, Blunt AF. Excuse me, a little burp came there. Tell me how you feel, Blunt AF. Okay, you can. Okay, all right, let's do this together. Blunt AF, Blunt AF. Tell me how you feel, Blunt AF. See, you see, we connecting, we're vibing. Okay, Blunt AF, Blunt AF. Tell me how you feel, Blunt AF. Last shuffle. Thank you. We've got quite a bit, but we'll take these two. Oh, okay, we'll take them all. Okay, so let's see what Gwan. We might need to take another water sip, because seems like there's a lot of messages to look at that word coming back again. Like I said, it's got nothing to do with the shuffling. Do what's comfortable with you, but it's about being more comfortable with yourself. And if anything, it's quite interesting, because what we're reading about is, we can see there is an energy of someone not feeling 100% confident in their own decision making. So the more you're confident, the more, the you feel good. Okay, so just a little tip from RTT. All right, All right, let's take another sip because my mouth is dry and it needs some hydration for these cards. All right, let's take a sip. Cheers to Intuitive Gems. All right, so now that we're nice and hydrated, let's read. Social media makes this complicated as this is all I have right now to connect. Didn't we just say that they could still be keeping tabs? I think about the good times, so there's a lot of like looking back, feeling left out. You are my type. I've never met anyone like you before. You make me laugh like no one else. I thought you didn't want something long. It was pure projection on my side. When I'm alone, I try to act out what I would say to you. What I would say to speak to you and gain your interest. I was in a rebound connection, but all I saw was you. You were right to cut me off for being a time waster. Didn't we say there's something to do with time here? I have children. Look, this has come through. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? Our differences are wild. I hope we can get through them. I need closure from you, but I still want you back. We've got to keep it clean and classy. I please myself when I'm alone, thinking of you and calling your name. Okay, I am frustrated right now, but I can't seem to express how I really feel to you. Yeah, I'm feeling jealous right now. I talked myself out of the connection and now I regret it. I picture starting a family with you. I get turned on when I think of you and see you. I compose myself all the time. Ooh la la. Didn't expect to run into you. You are incredibly attractive. Perhaps there may have been a recent encounter. We misunderstood each other badly. I look at your number, meaning to call, but I'm scared to make the initial move. Trust is hard for me, but it is something I'm working on. I visualize seeing a text from you, but I know I need to make the first move. I'm open, ready, and steady to love and be loved by you. These could be like, because we're getting like a lot of like looking back, reflection, it's like the energy of taking accountability. Okay, I was being selfish with my time. Again, time. Okay, there is something here again about time. It keeps coming through, and I'm deeply sorry for how I made you feel. And we have it again. I'm open, ready, and steady for love. I'm emotionally available. So this person recognizes, because we did have, we've got to keep it clean and classy, for the algorithm. But we have, okay, this energy of like not, this kind of like not caring vibe coming through. Okay, and we have here, could we try again? But trust your intuition, use your discernment. If something don't feel right, okay, trust and believe it. I'm healing from my past. I've realized I was blocking myself from getting to know you and letting this connection grow. Letting it grow. I want us to talk about our future. I hope you can see us together in the future. I really feel for you and I wonder if you sense it. I see things. Look. Hey, did we mention this earlier about there's some kind of immaturity coming through? I see things differently now. I was immature. Self-care is a priority for me. Okay? It feels like there is this energy where someone has had some kind of wake-up call that maybe trying to get that paper, trying to get that bag. But then if everything that is good around you and you're just ignoring it, there's missed opportunities. Okay? And it's giving someone a wake-up call. Alright, so we're going to leave you with a bonus. Okay, let's see what wants to come through. Ooh. We have listen. We have listen. One's trying to come through. The intuitive finger. We've got wash. And we've got listen. Okay, it could be kind of telling us that this person wants a clean slate. Okay, they want a clean slate. They want to, perhaps they may be going through like a spiritual awakening, some kind of like enlightenment where they're taking accountability, recognizing their actions and thinking, you know what, I need to clear myself away from anybody or anything that has not been serving me or is not supporting me when I'm on my wins. It's like when I'm on my wins, there's always some kind of snidey remark or something to say, and it's like, oh, I've changed. But it's like, well, we're supposed to change. That's all part of our growth and development. If we stay the same, that means we're stagnant. Think of a baby. A baby grows, then moves on to the next stage, and moves on to the next stage, and moves to the next stage. That's part of our development. And it feels like this person's going, yeah, like it's like they're looking at things differently. But it's also recognizing that they need to listen more. They need to trust their self more. They need to trust their own intuition, trust their own use of discernment. Recognizing like, wow, like, okay, let me take what resonates, let me leave the rest, but also I can take what, if someone's trying to give me advice, that I can take what's good and I can see this could benefit me in the long run, but recognizing not all advice is equal. And it feels like this person is like looking back and maybe they can see that certain people did not have good intentions around them. And it could also have been maybe you've had your own feelings, or your intuition was saying that something's a bit odd here, and perhaps this person wasn't open or ready to listen. Okay, so let's leave you with some initials, okay, on who this could be. So this could be their name, it could be a location, it could be something you know about them, it could be something they know about you. Take what resonates and leave the rest for others. Okay. So Blunt AF, the exact thoughts and feelings for you right now. Trying to get that one. Oh, we have one that flew away. Can I find it? Yes, I can. It went quite a bit, so I'm just trying to get it with my feet. Alright, let's just get it quickly. We've got that one. We've got one more. It's a T. A T. Could be T for time. Okay. Let's have a look. What we've got here, it looks a bit like a shape of a speech bubble. Okay, someone like could be telling us a lot of the clouded thought that this person may have had towards you at this time. It could also be telling us that they want to talk, but could also be trying to navigate how they go about it. Okay, we have this I that's on its own. Okay, maybe they're recognizing no one's an island. Okay, and the need to open up and also to allow. Okay, it's our feelings, our connect is a combination of being open to one another, and they're recognizing that being emotionally unavailable, okay, does not allow that space, okay, to unfold. So have a look at the initials and take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, let us know if you notice any patterns, okay, in the comments down below. This one is pointing out to me though, this RN. Okay, maybe someone could be a nurse, okay. So let us know what resonates and we'll leave it there. But feel free to have a look at pile 2 and pile 3, okay, for more juicy intuitive gems. Again, take what resonates and leave the rest, okay. The messages are always timeless, so you can always come back, okay, and catch another gem or two, okay. So thank you in abundance for being here, for vibing, okay. It is greatly appreciated. Auntie T loves you all, okay. So be sure to just take what resonates and leave the rest, okay. I saw it go. I saw it go. I saw it go is Jamaican patois, and it simply means this is how it goes. Take what resonates and leave the rest. But be sure to look good, feel good, stay blessed, keep sipping, and we will see you on the next one. Gwan. Wagwan, people. Wagwan tea sippers. Wagwan, me generals. So we are on pile 2 and we're exploring Blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings for you right now. Okay, so I hope you've got a nice cup of tea, some water or a beverage of your choice. Okay, let us know in the comments down below. Okay, and let us know where you are from so we can big you up in the comments. Okay, I'm sipping on some water today, so let us know, okay, what you are sipping on today. Okay, and to all of our new viewers, if you've just found us, big up, hey, big up, big up every time, okay. To our subscribers, our tea sippers, our generals, big up, hey, big up every time. Much love and blessings to you all. Yeah, okay. So let's get on with this read, okay, for pile 2. Let's see if the energy of 2 comes into the read, okay. 2 can give us the energy, the vibe, okay, around options, choices, decisions, something to do with balance, okay. So let's see if it comes through. We are currently filming this during Libra season. Libra season does bring the energy of balance, okay? So messages are always timeless, but we'll see if this is in the read today, okay? And if you hear from time to time, oi, 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 this is just my way of connecting with those intuitive gems that come through, okay? Woy is a Jamaican phrase. It's the equivalent to OMG, oh my gosh, okay? So that's what I'm doing, okay? But I like to sing here, okay? So you're more likely to hear it as Oi, 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 oi. Okay, so a lot of the messages come through in song. So, if I feel like when we're shuffling, or it's like we're seeing a picture here, but it's kind of like it feels like there's so much going on. You've seen lots of cards coming out, or lots of tarot cards coming out. We like to sing because singing, okay, singing is another way to allow, okay, that energy to break up, okay, to help things be more clear. I hope that makes sense. So again, everybody's style is different, okay, but we like to bring the authenticity into the read, okay. So bear with Auntie T, and welcome, okay. Right, let's get into this juicy intuitive gems. So I am so attracted to you. I am so attracted to you. Ooh la la. Someone is feeling you. Someone is feeling you. Okay, what's coming through so far is there's something to do with a scent. There's something to do with a scent. And it feels like there's something to do with satin. Some type of satin outfit, okay. Perhaps you have pictures of you in some kind of satin wear, or something's very it gives a very sensual flair, okay. Ooh la la. Okay, take it where it resonates and leave the rest. I know I messed up everything, so I know I messed up everything. Okay, so someone feels like they know they've messed up everything. I want to feel that way again. I want to feel that way again. Now, this could be someone from your recent past. This could be someone in your current. This could be someone way back. Okay, we'll see what unfolds. I wish I could take back my words. So there could have been some kind of discussion. It feels like, and perhaps it could have been like some kind of verbal altercation. Okay. It feels like someone may have said something in the midst of an argument or a disagreement. It feels like there could have been some pettiness going on. Okay. And they regret the pettiness behavior. Perhaps some kind of childish, immature behavior. Okay, we did have that energy in pile one. Okay, I knew exactly what I was doing, so I knew exactly what I was doing. This feels like there's some kind like a confession here. Okay, but I want you. I want you. It's you I want. Every time I think about you, every time I look at your images, maybe perhaps this person has you on social media. Perhaps you and this person are still talking. Okay. Perhaps they want some kind of reconciliation. Perhaps they are trying to find the right things to say. But we've got to see if their actions are in line with what they are saying. You came closer than anyone. Perhaps you, just like what we said earlier in the read, okay, as part of our intro about authenticity, perhaps you saw a deeper side to them. It could be intuitively, because if you're drawn to reads, okay, that gives me an inkling that you have the finer, you enjoy the finer things in life when it comes to intuition, trusting your intuition, using your discernment. Okay, perhaps this person felt like, wow, it's like you see me. Okay, you and I were too young. So there could be more than one person here. Okay, there could be like different love interests coming in, whether it's like someone from your current, your recent past, someone from way back. It could also be someone who's looking deeply into how they handle the situation. There could have been some immaturity, because that did come through, and it did come through in pile one, so do have a look. It feels like there may have been some kind of tug of war. Okay, someone who is drawn to you, attracted to you, but they may play games. Okay, it feels like they may play games, almost like they try to, I'm kind of getting like someone's trying to act like a bully, but it's how they're trying to show their affection there. It's like someone who's going about it in a very immature way, to the point that it's off-putting, to the point that it's kind of like puts you off from this person. So it's like making what they want and how they think, or what they feel they need to do in order to gain your interest. It's like they're doing the complete opposite. I hope that's making sense. Okay, because we have, I know I messed up everything. I know I messed up, and I want to feel that way again. I wish I could take back my words. It's like someone is looking back, reflecting. Okay, let's see how many cards we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8, like pile 1. In pile 1 we had 8 cards as well. The 8 could be telling us that there is energy around their direction. Okay, how they've gone about doing things, how they feel about what has happened. Okay, where things are currently. Okay, it's kind of telling us that this person is in a reflective mode. It could also be telling us that this person at this time is like looking at, it feels like this person there could be a milestone, perhaps someone's birthday recently, perhaps it could be your birthday, perhaps it could be their birthday, or perhaps it could be like an anniversary of something, an anniversary. Perhaps there could have been a marriage. For some of you, there could have been a marriage. It feels like for some of you, there could have been maybe like a family member, a close family member, where they've had like a milestone in a milestone anniversary. Let's say 40th anniversary, 30th anniversary, 25th anniversary, something like that. Okay, and it feels like this has brought a lot of perspective on how they've handled things, how they've handled this connection. Okay, it feels like there may be also someone mutual here that knows you and this person, and it feels like they may have friends or people who try to check in and ask them what's going on between you two. Okay. Woi. So we got quite a bit of information. So let's have a look and see what else wants to come through with the Jamaican proverbs. Okay, the Jamaican proverbs are essentially little gems of wisdom from the ancestors that we apply into the reads. Okay, so whether it's love, money, career, whatever it is, we can apply these little words of wisdom to help us to understand something deeply. Look, I feel like this one is the one that's trying to come through. Any more? No, it feels like it was that one that was meant to be. So, if you can't catch Kwaku, you catch him by his shirt. Okay, in the Jamaican style. If you can't catch Kwaku, you're catching by him shirt. Simply meaning you want to get this person right. Okay, okay, cool. This is Jane or John. John or Jane. Jane or John. Okay, you want to get this person right. Okay, you're attracted to this person. You want this person. Then what do you need to do? Going back to that energy of 8 that we see with the cards, 8 cards that has revealed itself today. 8 is telling us about something to do with their action. This Jamaican proverb, and this is why I love to use the Jamaican proverbs in the reads, is telling us this person wants to be strategic, okay? They want to find a way of how to get back in, how to maneuver back into your good books. If there has been some kind of disagreement between the two of you where you haven't seen eye to eye, and it feels like there could have been some kind of ick, some kind of something where you weren't both on terms with, or it could be, again, something really petty, something nonsensical, okay? It feels like it could almost be like there's people around saying, what's going on between you? What? And it's like, well, I don't know. The last time I heard it was this. The last time I thought we were good. And then miscommunication. So it feels like there's something there about miscommunication. And this person is trying to think in ways of how they can come back in. Maneuver back into good books. So it's like the energy of being strategic. Okay? Be strategic. It can also represent the energy of revenge, get your own back, traps. But I'm not getting that vibe. I'm getting the vibe of being strategic. Someone is trying to think of, right, I know I messed up. So how can I get back this person's interest? Perhaps there could be a case that for some of you, okay, phone numbers could be blocked. Okay. There may be limited access, maybe there's limited contact. It feels like perhaps there could be some kind of mutual connections where they are trying to, in subtle ways, just ask around you without really going in detail, because it feels like they may be a bit wary, like, why are you asking me? You should know what's going on with Jane. You should know what's going on, John. Why you are? It feels like there is that kind of energy here as well, where they're trying to tread carefully. It feels like this person has been back and forth, like trying to create a message and thinking, maybe I should send a message, maybe I should call. It feels like they're in between, like decisions of what. See, decisions. So the energy of 2 has come through, okay, of what they should do, what should be their next move, okay. So there is it feels like there is this kind of energy of them trying to think, okay, what would be the best way to get to Jane or get to John? It feels like they also may like try to send a private DM here or there if they haven't done so already, okay. It feels like this person's really trying to be creative on how they can get back in contact with you, okay. Ooh la la. Let's see. We're getting a little bit of a shake, and I feel like that shake is also giving us the energy of there's an energy of anxiety around it, like how do I gain back their interest? Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Queen of Swords, because I'm getting this vibe like, what's different now? Okay, if you want to talk to me, what's different now? Okay, what's different in your vibe, in your attitude? What's different now? So we're gonna open the deck and see Gwan, and Gwan is Jamaican patois, and it simply means what is going on, and that's, you can use it as a general greeting, and we can use it as like just to say what's up, okay, what's up, what's going on. Or we could just use it to say, what's going on around here? Wagwan, okay? It can also be said, also be said there's different variants as well to saying it. So you could say Wagwan, Watagwan, okay, Watagwan, okay. In the UK, they've also created their own variation. Where they say Wagwanin, Wagwanin, okay, or what's Gwanin, what's Gwanin. Yeah, and you just say, oh yeah, nothing. Oh yeah, this, you know, it's the, you know. Look what we have here. Oi, 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 oi. We have the Four of Wands in reverse, and we have the Five of Wands. Okay, so this is telling us, this is giving us a lot of insight, because let's take it to tarot school for a moment. Okay, so let's do tarot school at Wagwan Tarot. This is our little segment here. Okay. Hey, with the Four of Wands, let's start with the Four of Wands. Okay, the Four of Wands. Okay, four represents the energy of stability, structure. Okay, it can also represent the energy of safety, all of those things, security. Okay, it's in the reverse position, but let's put it upright. These two wands here, they represent an energy of balance. Okay, an energy of togetherness, an energy of, right, let's where we are entering this threshold. Okay, an energy of success, an energy of achievement. This could also, again, going back to the this being predominantly a love reading, could also be telling us, right, this is like a match, working together, coming together in this union. Okay, this union of commitment, building on a foundation. Okay, whether it's of structure, something solid, something determined. Okay, these two parties have come together and have made this choice, made this decision to come together in this union. Okay, but it's in the reverse position. Now, when it's in the reverse position, it doesn't mean, oh my gosh, this is a catastrophe. No, 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 no. It could just mean that there's some kind of delayed, there's something delayed, there's something that's just kind of been put on hold. Okay, if you remember, we said earlier that four can represent like security, stability, structure, all those kind of things. This could be telling us that at the minute, this foundation, this structure could be like put on hold. There could be some more bricks that need to be added to build this foundation. Now, what we see, okay, next to the Four of Wands, we have the Five of Wands. So basically, the card after the minor arcana, okay, card just after the Four of Wands. Now, if you look carefully at the Five of Wands, we see a combination of different characters trying to hold wands, trying to put wands together, or putting wands against one another, if you look carefully. Okay, the Five of Wands, now, five can represent an energy of transformation. It can represent the energy of challenge. It can represent the energy of like disagreement. Okay, so this is telling us, just by looking at, just having an understanding of what the number represents and then looking at the card, we see there's quite a lot of challenge here going on. Okay, this could be telling us that with the Four of Wands and with the Five of Wands, there is a lot of fire energy present in this connection. This could be why we're getting this energy of a tug of war. Okay, perhaps you could be dealing with someone who has a lot of fire. Okay, a lot of fire energy. So think of a fire sign, Just heard the phones pop off. Whenever I hear the phones pop off, it's another confirmation that there is a lot of, it's kind of like a confirmation. Okay, So there could be a lot of fire energy here, okay, for some of you, okay. So there could be a lot of fire signs: Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, okay. So perhaps it could be a moon sign. So a moon sign is our how we handle our emotions, okay. And it could be your sun sign, okay. So the sign that the star sign that you was born on, okay. So for example, if you was born between late July to if you was born late, yes, it's late July to mid August, you're like, that's a Leo, okay. So that's a Leo. So there could be some fire energy here, okay, a fire signs here. If not, okay, there could be some air signs as well, because looking at the cards, okay, just for example, we see the fire here, but we also have earth, okay, because they're standing on earth. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, perhaps a stubborn earth sign. Think of a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, okay. You could possibly be dealing with air as well, okay. So an air sign, think of air signs as Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini, okay. Always forgetting the Gemini. Always forgetting the Geminis. How could I forget the Geminis, okay? When I'm a Gemini, okay? Get it together. Get it together. Okay? So, just based on that, okay, we can see there's a combination of different different elements, okay? Earth, fire, air, okay? You could be dealing with a water, but we don't have any water as present as yet. But okay, we said that, but I just saw what's behind it. Behind this card, it looks like it's a Knight of Cups. So this gives us more clue. Okay, this gives us more clue that there is some immaturity going on here. Okay, because we have the Knight of Cups that is right behind this card, right behind the Five of Wands, okay, which is telling us that there is an energy of playing games. Now, it feels like the playing games is more of a protective measure, okay. It feels like this person wants to give, but they are reluctant, anxious, I'm getting scared as well on giving, and then it's not being reciprocal. So it's almost like this person has developed this way of looking at things like, well, if I appear like I'm not interested, or I don't put so much time and energy, it perhaps, well, if they don't feel the same way, then I won't feel so bad because I didn't put all my eggs in one basket. I hope that makes sense. But it feels like this person realizes that, and perhaps they have listened to somebody. It feels like they may have listened to this could be you or this person. They've listened to something recently, whether it could be this reading, whether it could be some kind of motivational talk, whether it could be something they've read, or there could be like a listening to a family member, someone who has gone through some life experiences. It feels like it's made this person, it could even be a podcast, that it's made this person sit back and go, wow. It feels like there's been some kind of moment of like realization that, wow, I could have handled that better. I could have handled that better. I could have handled that better. Let's see what's behind this one. Yes, we have the Page of Cups. Okay, so you see how we were saying earlier, just by looking at the cards, even though it's a fire card, okay, even though it's a fire card, but think of what does fire need? okay, in order to combust. Just think of like, what does, when you think of, like, let's say you're a scout, for example, just a scout, okay, or someone like Bear Grylls. I don't know if you know Bear Grylls, okay, and they're gonna go and right, they need to create fire, okay, so they go to the woods and they need to create fire. They will get something earthy, like a piece of rock, a piece of wood, and they will rub it against each other, okay, and the reason being because they need the element of the air, the oxygen in the air, as well as something from the ground, the earth, to work against one another to create a combustion. That's what creates the energy of fire, okay. So there could be an air sign, a strong air sign, a strong earth sign element as well, okay, here. But what this is telling us, okay, when it comes to the feelings are something that they bury. They bury very deeply. But through conversation, through strong, passionate conversations, strong, passionate disagreements, it feels like that's where the feelings resurface. The feelings come to the very top. And this, it feels like this is the bit where they get, oh shoot, I'm being seen here. Let me bury back those feelings down. Let me try and press those feelings down. So this is where we're going to see, why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? With the Page of Cups being here as well, the Page of Cups represents the youngest embodiment of feelings, okay, those deep feelings. When you look carefully at the Page of Cups, you can see there's kind of like a hesitance with their body positioning, with the way the hand is placed on the hip, okay? There's especially where the hand is placed. This is the energy of the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, and the root chakra, okay? The root chakra embodies our upbringing, the values that we were learnt, okay, during childhood, okay. The solar plexus, located in the stomach region, okay, think of your like belly button area. That represents the energy of your confidence, your self-esteem, your self-image, how you see yourself, how you view yourself. With the with the solar plexus represents your self-esteem, okay. With the sacral chakra located in the sexual reproductive organs area, okay, this represents the energy of creativity, things coming together. Think of that combustion energy, that fire energy, okay, fertility, okay. So here it gives us a clue, okay, it gives us a deep clue. And just looking at the garments as well, you see a lot of red and orange, and we have the phones popping off as well. Red, orange, okay, so the orange representing the sacral chakra, okay, creativity, okay. The red representing the root chakra, so the upbringing, your childhood, your upbringing, those values you've learnt over time, okay. We have this a lot of green as well, which can embody the heart chakra, okay, which is the center of our feelings, okay. So this gives us a lot of clue that when it comes to that, okay, just by looking at the body language, just by looking at their actions, okay, and looking at all this water behind them, is giving us a clue that feelings are erupting, feelings are feeling a bit unsettled, they're trying to keep it together. Even the way here, the cup can also be telling us with the fish, like, you know, they're catching feelings, okay. For some of you, there could be something to do with children, there could be something to do with pregnancy, okay. Take it where it resonates and leave the rest. But we've got this energy of like they're caught up in their feelings. However, even though they're caught up in their feelings, there's an energy of trying to hold on. There could be an element of control of how much they engage with their feelings. Okay, look at that. Oy, 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 oy. Let's take a break. Let's take a sip break. Okay. Woo, 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 before we pull out some more cards. I'm sipping on some water. Let us know what you are sipping on in the comments down below. Okay. And if you haven't done so already, please like, share, subscribe to Gwan, Tarot and Tea. Cheers to intuitive gems. Okay. So let's pull out the Blunt AF deck and see what wants to come through for the collective. Because again, we're seeing a lot of, I'm trying to keep it together. I'm trying to keep it together. I'm trying to keep it together. The Knight of Cups as well. Someone's like, there's an energy of like stepping up from the Page of Cups, moving to the Knight. The Knight represents, think of the court cards as a ladder or a staircase. The page is at the bottom of that staircase. Okay. As the feelings develop, as they become more confident with those feelings, they elevate to the next step, the next couple of steps. This is where the Knight of Cups now would be towards the next couple of steps, okay? Followed by furthermore steps, you would have the Queen of Cups. And at the top of the steps, you will have the King of Cups. But if you ask me, the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups will be on the same level. Okay, just for explanation, just for like understanding, the Queen and the King have to be on the top of the stairs. For example, there was a podcast, just as we're still in the tarot school bit, okay? There was a podcast I was listening to recently. I can't remember the name of it, but the guy who was speaking was saying something a bit bizarre, where his logic was like, he sees himself as a king. So because he sees himself as a king, there's certain things that he wouldn't do in a relationship. So there's certain things that he wouldn't do, okay? Because he just sees that as it's not appropriate for a king. Because he values himself as a king, he doesn't see it as appropriate as a king. But I was listening to what he was saying. I thought, well, if that's the case, your logic is not logical. It's not making sense, okay? It's not making any sense, because if you've taken on that understanding that because you are the king, so you can't, for example, I think the conversation was like, he can't please his woman in certain ways, okay? Let's say trying to he can't please her rose, okay? If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't, okay? We want to keep it clean and classy for the algorithm, okay? But he can't please her rose, okay? So he's saying that's not, it's not a king thing to do. It's not worthy of a king. So this is where it begs the question, so who is the queen to you? Because surely if you see yourself as the king, the king's equivalent is the queen. So if it's not good for you, as they say, if it's not good for the goose, it's not good for the gander. If it's not good for the king, it's not good for the queen either. Okay, so I don't know what y'all talk about right now. I don't know what y'all talk about. Y'all talk some shit right now, me I tell you. Okay, back to basically what I was saying. They're talking shite. They're talking. It's crap. If you're a king, and this is going back to the court cards, okay, we do go off on a tangent down there, okay, but we bring it back to center. with the page being on, let's say the page is on this level, okay, the knight is on this level, then the king and the queen are a pair, okay. Yes, they may have different types of qualities attached to them, but they are a pair, okay. So just to bear that in mind, okay. So anybody who tells you, no, this is not fit for a king, okay, but is it fit for the queen? I'm just saying, okay. All right, so back to this. This is telling us that they want to elevate to the Knight of Cups, come out of their youngish, immature, okay, ways of handling their business and moving towards, right, I can be romantic, I can do this, I can put myself out there, I can show you that I mean business, that I'm serious about things, okay. Again, going back to that Jamaican proverb, trying to be strategic in how they handle it. They know that they've done some things wrong, and they are looking at ways of how they can fix, repair, and face this challenge. Okay, told you. We will bring it back to center. All right, so let's have a look at some cards now. Yes, baby. Okay, we might need to have another sip, okay, because it feels like there's gonna be a lots and lots of messages coming through. So let's see. Okay, we'll shuffle. If it flows, it flows. But because we are looking at someone who has been hiding, there's like a hiding these feelings, we're going to investigate why. So Blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings for you right now. Blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings for you right now. Reveal the messages the collective need to see. Okay, so if we need to sing, if we're shuffling and it's not really flowing out, okay, we have, I've been single for a while now, focusing on my healing, but I'm ready to love and love you. Ooh la la. Okay, this distance is tough on me, but I hope we can get through this. So there is this distance, and it feels like it could also be an emotional distance, okay? Maybe like waiting for somebody to get, just like what we were saying earlier, there's levels to this, okay? So waiting for this person to get from the Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups, to then see you on like as the Queen and the King, okay? We have one that has fallen out. Commitment scares me. So we did get that energy about something, them feeling scared of something, anxious of something. Commitment scares me right now. I need to work on my abandonment issues. Okay, abandonment issues. Okay, so it feels like we've got straight to the nook and cranny here. Okay, and I'm currently seeing 40-40 on the clock. Didn't we say 4 represents the energy of structure, stability, security? When they look at building a connection, there is a lot of energy of admiration here, but there is also a strong element of fear. Okay, this could be rooted back into their root chakra, their childhood, what they saw, what they witnessed. It could also be rooted in previous relationships. Okay, right, so let's sing now, okay, because it's kind of giving us drips and drabs, and it feels like it's coming out this way. 1, 2, 3, because there's 3 cards telling us they want to heal this. 3 represents the energy of fertility, it represents the energy of development, it represents the energy of the Empress. It could be telling us they want change. It feels like they just may need some time. However, trust your intuition, use your discernment. If it's not on your timeline, it's not on your timeline, baby. Okay? If it's not on your what? Okay, put it in the comments. All right. So we're going to sing Blunt AF, Blunt AF. Tell me how you feel, blunt AF. Okay, it's just like a little jingle that I like to do because it's a way of like letting that energy, okay? And if you haven't done so, please like, okay? Help me with this, bringing this energy out. We want to see this person you've been dealing with, or this person been dealing with you, okay? Let's see what wants to unfold, okay? Take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, let's take a quick sip, okay? Before we get into those juicy rhythms, okay? Sip, sip, baby. All right. Blunt AF, blunt AF. Tell me how you feel, blunt AF. Okay. Blunt AF, blunt AF. Tell me how you feel, blunt AF. Okay, now I'm going to just add a little bit more to it. Tell me how you feel, baby. Okay. Tell me how you feel, baby. Let it flow. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel, baby. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel, baby. See? Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel, baby. Oh, yes. Okay, go on. Blunt AF. Blunt AF. Tell me how you feel, blunt AF. It feels like it wants to come out. Woo! Look at that. Last shuffle. That's it. Thank you. Take that and we'll take that. Okay. Sometimes, like we said, there are different ways. Okay. You can have clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience. Different ways of how you can connect with spirit. You can connect with the energy of intuition. Okay, so if singing is one of the ways that it comes through for you, okay, don't feel no way to use it. Okay, if it helps people to see the messages, I think I've picked up one of the cards that we saw earlier. Use what comes authentically. What comes authentically natural to you. Auntie T, okay, coming from a very vibrant musical Jamaican background, Caribbean background, okay, because it's not, don't just rep for the JA, we represent for the whole of the Caribbean, okay. Hey, what you mean, okay? Hey, so it's the culture, it's the vibe. We bring it into the reads. It's all I can do. You know, same way if you go to somebody from a different culture, they will bring their own, okay, their own ancestral spirit, their own energy, their own vibe, their own cultural vibe. It is what it is, okay? But we can respect one another, okay? That's all we can do, all right? We have strength here. So strength is telling us this is a test for them. This is a test for them. Okay, especially how it tries to pop out as a major arcana here, which is telling us this whole journey has been a journey of strength for them. Okay, we'll keep it there because we said about the energy of structure, security, all of these things. But what has come through again? A fire energy. Strong Leo vibes here. Perhaps it could be someone who likes to be, perhaps they do some kind of role where they are very good at presenting, okay, or having to present in some form, okay. But when it comes to now, when the limelight's not there and there's no one to entertain, this is where it's like getting them to open up could be a bit of a challenge, okay? So we have, I have children. How do you feel about this? Okay, so children could be involved here. My phone. Look at this. Oi, 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 oi. Didn't we say this? That it feels like they could have been sending, or like thinking of what they could say. Should they call? Should they text? Okay, my phone is filled with unsent texts meant for you. I use music, so this music could be another way. Okay, they use music to remind me. I use music to remind me of you. Social media, look at this, makes this complicated, as this is all I have right now to connect. So again, some private DMs, okay? Let's go on an adventure. So on an adventure together, okay? We see a lot of fiery signs. So that it feels like the outside. We outside, baby. It feels like that could be part of their hobbies or interests. There could be some shared interest here. Perhaps the Five of Wands could also be telling us something that they are interested in. Okay. Maybe outside, it feels like maybe outdoor activities. We have, I have to respect your boundaries and needs if I want to make this work. I want you now. When you stop showing me interest, run and chase, vice versa. Okay, game playing. So we did get that game playing vibe earlier. I visualize seeing a text from you, but I know I need to make the first move. My feelings are shifting. I want more with you. Now you got to trust your intuition, use your discernment. Okay. We need to talk about this. I'm not sure if the feeling is mutual. I can't help but be drawn to you. So even if there's some limited contact between you and this person, their mind is still on you. I'm standing up for myself and the connection. Okay. Hope you can see that. Can we get good? There we go. We've got the zoom. Okay. Yes, this is the one that we read earlier. So commitment scares me right now. I need to work on my abandonment issues. So this one has really got us to the root of some deep internal feelings, okay, which can make them do this tug of war or push and pull. I've been hurt before. Here we go. But I can't let that affect us, okay? Sometimes in connections, if we have not healed from the previous connection and made peace with it, let go, released it, we can then go into a new connection and bring the same unnecessary feelings and let's say that any emotional baggage into a new union and almost judge the new person by the previous actions by the previous person. Okay, and this is why, you know, as much as yes we do love readings here, but overall my ethos is well-being. Your well-being, it matters. Your well-being matters. If you don't have your well-being, if you don't look after yourself, if you don't prioritize your needs, if you don't respect your needs, again, think of what we were saying about there's levels to this. Okay, we have to, not just you, all of us have to prioritize our self-love, our well-being. Okay, because if we don't do that, how do we know exactly how we deserve to be loved? So we need to know this. We need to know what excites us. We need to know what makes us laugh. We need to know what our love languages are. We need to know what unconditional love looks like. We need to know what conditional love looks like. We need to know all of these things. You see, I'm getting all these little phone messages, tick, tick, all of these kind of things. Okay, these are like little confirmations that, yeah, we needed to hear this today. Okay, I thought you didn't want something long. It was pure projection on my side. Can we try again? So they do want a reconciliation. I daydream about us. You have the qualities I need in a partner, but I want to be right for you too. Just look how that just comes, just as we just said. We need to know. The more we know about ourselves, what we love, what we enjoy, the more we can then be clear with, oh, this person is not in line with me, because this is what I'm looking for. So we've got to be clear on what we are looking for. Okay. So when it comes to us, we don't run afraid. We don't like being run and being afraid of like, oh, this is actually no. It's like, I deserve this. Okay, and we say it with confidence, not with no cocky ego or anything. It's just affirming. Okay, you're just affirming, I deserve unconditional love. Okay, and I'm glad that I can recognize what conditional love is, and recognize that is not in line with my greater good. Okay, clock that. Okay, I joke a lot to hide my feelings, but something tells me you have figured me out. Okay, going back to what we were saying earlier, that you have seen them, you've got it's we saw you got closer. If I can find it, closer. Yes, here it is. You came closer. Okay, you came closer than anyone. Okay. You are the only one who gets through my walls. Look what's come through. Look what comes through as well. I'm observing you from a distance to suss out if we are a good match. I talked myself out of the connection and now I regret it. Your inner strength has helped me more than you think to connect with mine. So it's here we're getting this message that you have helped them to see and look into themselves deeply, connect with their true authentic self, and not to feel any way about it. You make me laugh like no one else. Okay, is it coming through? Okay, are these messages describing who this person could be? I'm feeling passionate but frustrated. Look at this word, very fiery energy here. Our differences are wild. I hope we can get through them. Okay? So let's leave you with some bonus messages. Okay? Let's have a look and see what's to come through for pile 2. Ooh, we have an energy of jealous. Okay. They could have probably tried to appear like they are not. Okay. Maybe this could be looking and trying to see or wonder what's going on in your life. Okay. I believe this one did come through for pile 1 as well. We have enchanted, disenchanted. Okay. It feels like it's someone who's trying to act as if they don't care when really they do. And we have these ones as well. Liking your pics. Look at this. Liking your pics, not liking your pics. So it could be like this person's scared of, like, they could be like looking on your pages on your social media pages, and it's like, oh my gosh, just whatever I do, just don't like it. Okay? Perhaps someone could even feel brave enough to like it, but it feels like they could be doing it secretly. Okay? And we have a fairy tale, a nightmare. So it feels like there could be some like worries on how could we repair this? How could we get things back on good terms? Okay? One more's trying to come through. Look at that. We are being cautious. You're in danger, girl. But what I'm getting here is the cautious, okay? Just being so cautious that it's resulting to danger coming, okay? And that danger is that limited contact, not being understood, and missed opportunities here, okay? So let's see who this could be, okay? Let's see who this could... Oh, we'll give you one more bonus over here. Let's have a look at the accountability deck. Let's see what's to come through for pile 2. Oh, we have one that came through. I share how much I've learned about myself since we've parted ways. So discussing my growth journey. So if it feels like this person, if there's a separation, if there's someone's from way back, the recent past, current situation, there are lots of lessons that they have learned. Okay, so don't think they haven't. They have learned a lot. Okay. Any more for the collective? Any more? Yes, we have a couple more. We have 4. 4. So again, security, stability, foundation. Okay. I pondered the possibility of reconnecting, but no, it must be healthy for both of us. Okay, so exploring future possibilities. I recognize the importance of self-care for both of us to thrive individually. Okay, so acknowledging the need for self-care. We addressed this earlier about you got to know thyself. You got to know yourself, what you like, what you love, what you don't like. Okay, because if we don't, that opens us to many vulnerabilities. Okay, people who may try to come and abuse the fact that, let's say, if you're not sure of yourself, okay, someone can then try to use that and take advantage of you. Okay, so in quiet moments I confront my emotions and their validity. Okay, so they like to sit, or they've taken that time to check in with themselves and recognize, wow, I could have handled this better. I could have... It's like pointing the finger this way in a compassionate way and saying, yeah, I could have handled this situation better. Now looking back, and in the heat of the moment, I recognize that I was being petty here, and there was no need to be that, when all I needed to do was just be honest and say how I feel. And we see 10 on the clock. 10 on the clock. 10 on the clock. But look at 1 plus 3 gives us what? 4. And we've been seeing that 4 a lot. Okay. The 10 is telling us they want an end to this, and also to spark a new beginning. Now, for some of you, they may recognize that this new beginning may not... It feels like they may come to this conclusion that this, if it's someone way, way, way back, this new beginning may not come with you. For some, but at the same time, they do hope this. Okay. Or the lessons learnt, they can take and go, okay, this is how I handle situations with Jane or John. This is what I will do now. And thanks to Jane or thanks to John, they've helped me to see myself deeply, and that I can do better next time. If it's someone current, It could be them looking at ways of how they can investigate further and heal these deep wounds that have played a massive impact in sabotaging this connection with you. Okay, it feels like if they can get their, if they can build up their courage. Okay, think of the courageous lion in the Wizard of Oz. It's for the lion had to realize that they had courage the whole time. This person needs to get to that point where to realize that they have courage the whole time. They just have to believe that they do in order to come forward, okay, and tell you how they really feel, okay? Take what resonates and leave the rest for others. Let's have a look at some initials. This could be their name, their hobby, their interest. It could be a name of their street. It could be a hobby that you know or interest that you know about them, okay? Take it where it resonates and leave the rest for others, all right? So messages for pile 2. Let's see Gwan. Blunt AF. Their exact thoughts and feelings to you right now. We've got quite a big draw. We've got quite a big draw. Okay. Make sure they're all flat so you can see them. Interesting shape. It looks like a tree. Okay, could be a tree of the tree of life, tree of wisdom. Okay, growth. Okay, perhaps they have learnt a lot of wisdom and growth and healing from this connection. Okay, take it where it resonates and leave the rest for others. It could be someone who's still working towards coming into their emperor, okay, tapping into their emperor energy, okay, as we was talking earlier about the king and queen, and the king has to recognize that their status is also a reflection of the queen, okay. They both are a duo, they work together. Let us know if you see any patterns, okay, any interesting patterns. Put it in the comments down below. Okay. We are playing catch up with the comments, but we will big you up same way. Okay. Alright, we'll leave it there. So I hope you've enjoyed this read as much as I have. Thank you very much. Thank you very much in abundance for all your messages, for all your vibes as we vibe together. Okay? Take what resonates and leave the rest for others. I saw it go. I saw it go. I saw it go. Okay? I saw it go is Jamaican patois and it simply means this is how it goes. I saw it go. Okay? Just take what resonates and leave the rest. But be sure we're getting a lot of noises. Okay, I've turned it up and it's still doing it. So be sure to look good, feel good. Okay, we had a lot of self-love, healing, growth messages that came in today's read. So please take that time to look after yourself, prioritize yourself, your needs. Okay, respect your boundaries. Okay, because in the words of RuPaul, if you don't love yourself, how do you expect anybody to love you the way you want them to love you? Okay? 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 Can we get an amen? Okay. So, be sure to look good, feel good, stay blessed, keep sipping, and we will see you on the next one, baby. If you feel drawn to pile 1 or pile 3, we will see you because we will be what? There on the other side. So, Gwan. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan my generals. So we're on pile 3 and we're exploring Blunt AF, the exact thoughts and feelings for you right now. So if you are new here, big up, what? Big up, what? Big up every time. Much love and blessings from Auntie T. And to our subscribers, our tea sippers, our generals in the building, we got to big you up, what? Big you up every time. Much love and blessings from Auntie T. So we are looking at the gems that want to come through for pile 3. So I hope you've got some juice, some tea, some water, or a beverage of your choice. I'm sipping on water today. Let us know what you are sipping on in the comments down below and where you are from so we can big you up same way, okay? If you hear from time to time, oi, 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 woy, or woy, oi, okay, is equivalent to OMG, okay? It's basically Jamaican patois for oh my gosh. So when those intuitive gems come through, it's just a way of how I confirm, okay, these messages want to come through, okay, we're going to run with these. Sometimes you may hear phone noises as well. It's another way of how I confirm that, okay, these messages, we need to hear these today, okay? So again, just take what resonates and leave the rest for others, okay? Okay? Messages are timeless here. So, before we pull out or before we look at these cards, okay, for pile 3 and see Wagwan. Wagwan is Jamaican patois and it simply means what is going on. We're going to have a look and see what wants to come through in the Blunt AF advice, okay? Just feel drawn to have a look at this deck. So Blunt AF, the exact thoughts and feelings for you. Let's have a look and see what wants to come through. We have moments I replay. The journey of self-discovery. Moments I replay and the journey of self-discovery. So we have I replay our last moments together. They're etched into my mind. Okay? And we have the journey of self-discovery. This journey has pushed me to discover who I really am inside. So there seems to be a lot of like enlightenment. This seems to be the ongoing theme in pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. There's a theme of growth and maturity. Okay, the energy of 3 does tend to show up, okay, in the reads. 3 can represent the energy of fertility, it can represent the energy of growth, it can represent the energy of expansion, it can represent the energy of maturity, it can represent the energy of the Empress as well, okay? So seeing these come through, there is an energy of, it feels like it's foreshadowing there's going to be an energy of like growth, maturity here, okay? Because we have I want to tell you how I feel. I want to tell you how I feel. I regret lying to you. So there has been some dishonesty here. Okay. It could be in maybe saying something to mask something else, okay, that needed to be said. I replay our conversations over and over. Look at that. Oh my gosh, okay. I replay our last moments together. So there's definitely conversations. Could have been the last time you saw them. Okay. There could have been some conversations. Okay. I know I was a distraction from your pain. Perhaps this is something that they regret. There could be some projection here. Okay. I don't react when people mention you. Okay. Now we know that is a lie. That's a lie. And that could be that lying, dishonest energy coming through. I remember every day, every detail of that day. So there is something significant about a day, a last time that they saw you. It could be something significant. We're seeing 11:11 currently on the clock, just so you can see 11:11. Now, the 11 of 11 in the tarot can also represent the Four of Wands card. Okay. It's kind of like a like what's coming through. The song that's coming through is ABBA. Knowing me, knowing you, things can be. If you know it, put it in the comments down below. Just put in capitals ABBA, okay? But it's like let's say both parties, or think of like the Two of Cups. You're both looking at one another. And an exchange is taking place. Okay, I give you some of my feelings, you give me, and I take some of yours. Okay, we are looking at one another. Okay, we're reflecting one another, or reflecting what we want to put out into the world and what you want to receive. Okay, I hope that's making sense so far. We have, I lost myself for a little while. Okay, I hide behind material things, and that could be part of the facade, the lie. The timing just wasn't right for us. The time for me to heal is now. Going back to that card we had earlier, that the journey has pushed me to discover who I really am inside. Okay. Let's see how many cards we have here today. We have 3 here, 3 here. Okay. So 3, 6. Let me just count it all for all of you. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. 10 could be okay, so 10 could be telling us, okay, that there could have been an ending, and there could be also a new beginning. It could also be telling us an ending where someone knows that they need to stop doing something, that it feels like self-sabotage. It feels like a behavior that creates hindrance to this connection. It feels like there may have been moments of enlightenment in their actions, in their behaviors, in their patterns of doing things. It feels like there's been some realization, some deep realizations. It feels like there's been elements of growth, okay, periods of growth, where they have been looking deeply into themselves, thinking, you know what, I could have handled this differently. So we're going to go straight into the tarot and see what's to come through. Okay. But for what we have here, it feels like it feels like there's a strong current energy. Someone from your recent past. It feels like, if it is someone from the past, like let's say it's been either a year or more, or like 5 years or more. I feel like this person is looking back and they're reflecting on things. Okay, we're currently filming this during Libra season. Okay, now Libra season can ask of us to find and seek balance in all areas of our life. Okay, it is also a time to kind of put things right. Okay, if we've known we've done something wrong, or we feel that we have been done wrong, like we have received the feeling of injustice, is it's an opportunity to kind of look and see where we can put things right. Okay, it feels like this has brought this energy to this person. It feels like this person wants to have a conversation with you. You may be dealing with a Libra or an air sign. Okay, so air signs are Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay, we have the Six of Cups and the Sun here, just by opening the deck. Okay, now with the Six of Cups in the reverse and the Sun being here, and if you're wondering why the stickers, on the cards, is because we've got to keep it clean and classy, because the algorithm doesn't like nudity. Okay, so with let's start with the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups in this position can tell us, the energy of reminiscing. Oh, look what's there. The Emperor. Okay, reminiscing on like emotion, or a time where they felt like, let's say, like the feelings of butterflies, the feeling of joy, the feeling of like, you feel like when you're really into somebody and you're just like, it could be something that they said, something that made you laugh, and you're floating on those memories, you're floating on those thoughts. Okay, it can also represent deeper connections, like let's say you may have known this person since childhood, or there may be some kind of deep connection. Perhaps it could even be communicating about your past life experiences. Okay, let's say as a child in your adolescence. Okay, it can, all those things in this position, because we see the card in this position, and from what we've seen already, this is kind of telling us that there is a feeling of them having this desire of wanting to feel those ways again, but to present or to come towards you as if it's a new connection. I hope that makes sense, because we see the Six of Cups, and six can represent the need. Okay, think of six as like, it's for there's a need of like tranquility, equilibrium. Okay, that need for that desire of that balance, but to be, let's say, like the energy of peace. Okay, homeostasis, is that right, Ray? Homeostasis. The desire of that peace, harmony. Okay, they want that when it comes to their feelings, when it comes to how their feelings towards you, their feelings for you. Okay, now again, if this is someone from your recent past, or someone from, let's say, a good couple of years. Okay, 10 years or more. Okay, there could have been some talks about children, there could have been some desires around family life, talking about family, because we have the Six of Cups that does represent childhood. Okay, love. It could represent the energy of childhood loves. Okay, and the Sun also represents the energy of childhood. Okay, and that innocence, that vibrance, the vibrance of childhood. Okay, but it can also represent the energy of joy, things being illuminated. If you see the sun, that's bright, and things being illuminated. Okay, and this feels like, when it comes to their emotions, as we were saying earlier, there's a energy of this person wanting to get to know themselves deeper. The sun is asking them to illuminate those areas that they may have neglected. Illuminate those areas where they may have seen or felt like there was hindrance in expressing how they felt, feeling comfortable about talking and sharing their emotions. There is something here that they needed, that needs illuminating when it comes to the details of remembering the last time they saw you, the last conversation they had with you. There's something that needs to be illuminated in the way that they may use little lies or not dishonesty to cover up how they truly feel. And it feels like this has made this person realize. Now, this person may, you and this person, okay, may have separated quite a while. This person may have children, okay, and it feels like they could be having conversations where of regret, where if they are no longer with the child's, it's quite a specific message coming through, but if they're no longer with the child's let's say mother or father, there is regrets on, there is some the regrets that they have is that they're confessing or sharing with their child. And it feels like it's like an older child just saying that you need to pursue your dreams and your desires, and as long as it don't hurt nobody or anything like that, and you go with good intentions. And it feels like they're sharing times where there was missed opportunities where they did not take that. Okay, now take what resonate and leave the rest for you. Leave the rest for you. Take what resonate and leave the rest. Let's rewind that back. Take what resonates and leave the rest for others, okay? But it also feels like there is somebody here, okay, that has looked back at those missed opportunities, looked back at all of those feelings. Those cups represent those feelings. It represents those deep feelings. And the sun, again, is asking to illuminate, get comfortable in those feelings. Get comfortable in feeling free, the freeness of like saying how you truly feel. Let go of feeling like you need to hide your feelings. Let go of feeling like you can't be comfortable in saying, Jane, this is how I feel for you. John, this is how I feel for you. Okay? Ooh la la. Because what did we see at the back? Ooh, we got the devil here at the back. And we have the emperor. Okay? We have the emperor. We have the emperor. The emperor, okay, in this reverse position is telling us it's somebody who is unsettled, okay? They're not comfortable in their throne. They're not comfortable in their position, okay? This is why they have to go and take that journey to find out who they really am. The emperor is the daddy of all daddies. He's the king of all kings. If the emperor does not know their place, they cannot lead, okay? They cannot lead because they need to lead themselves. I hope that makes sense. So they need to take this journey to recognize recognize real. They need to recognize who they are. They need to believe in who they are. They need to love who they are. This position is telling us that they are not settled in their seat. And because they're not settled in their seat, everything is falling down in this position, okay? They are unsteady. And because they're unsteady, it has reflected in their emotions. It has reflected in how they carried themselves. It is reflected in how they dealt with you. It is reflected in the on and off vibes, the unsettled vibes that you may have received. But know that a lot of it has stemmed from the energy of them knowing that they need to do that deeper work and work on why they have been feeling this way. Now, there could be, okay, when we see the Emperor like this and it coming up in this read, especially with the Devil being here, that there could be some deep, and we see the Six of Cups and we see the Sun, okay, which is giving us that childhood energy. It's telling us that there are some deep rooted wounds here when it comes to their childhood, when it comes to their vision and their around their role, their place, okay. If it feels like there may have been some difficulties around a father, okay, perhaps for some of you they may have shared that difficulty, okay. We got a lot from that, and yes, because look what's been. We've got the Ten of Pentacles right here. The Ten of Pentacles right behind the Six of Cups. So there is some deep rooted wounds around family life. Okay, this may have resulted to this person questioning whether they're good enough, whether they're worthy. Okay, do have a look at pile 2, because we did talk about self-love and the importance of loving on yourself and knowing who you are first. Because if you know who you are, if you love on who you are, then that creates a framework now to attract what mirrors, okay, the reflection that you want to see in the external, okay. So whatever you feel in the internal, you want the idea is that it will attract. So it's about getting right with yourself, okay, getting right and comfortable with yourself. And this is what the Devil is asking as well, because the Devil is telling us that there has been a lot of sabotage going on, a lot of behaviors that have resulted to what we see here: lying, not being, dishonesty, perhaps some like addictive behaviors, unhealthy behaviors. Perhaps this person may have dabbled, because we got to keep it clean and classy for the algorithm. We gotta keep it clean for the algorithm. But there could be some drinking, some drug taking, all those kind of things. Okay, we got to keep it clean and classy. But it feels like this type of energy has created some damage here, where this person has had to go, you know what, I need to check this, I need to stop this, because I can't afford to keep letting good things come out of my life. And it feels like this is what they're saying to themselves, and how they see you as that good thing. The sun to illuminate on this dark, the dark vibes from the with the Devil card, of this kind of like toxic circle or toxic loop that they've caught themselves in, and to go back. It feels like this person is recognizing they have to go backwards in order to move forward. I hope that's making sense. Going back, looking at where this stems from, and it feels like this person is saying, it's not you, it's me. Like, I'm replaying a lot of the things that has been going on in my life, and realizing that there was a lot going on here. Perhaps you may have sensed that there was more going on here, and that there was some kind of distraction that they were trying to avoid, okay? Because we have as well the Nine of Swords behind the Sun, okay? So we have three, yes, we have the Sun, the Devil, and the Emperor, okay? As those three major arcanas, which is telling us when it came to when it came to structure, when it came to sense of security, when it came to sense of stability, this was something that they struggled with, okay? And it feels like they may have been not so great examples to model from, to see as role models, and this has impacted them. And it feels like this person has done, you may have been dealing with somebody who has been working towards becoming more forthcoming, more open with their feelings, with their emotions, but there are still some things that they need to work on that has kind of pulled them back. But it feels like what, this is quite a deep read, but it feels like what it's asking them to do is to not to be afraid to go back, to look back, to then go, right, I need to heal this, I need to heal this, and not to run away from it, but I need to heal it. So then that way I can come back and look in my present life and go, right, what am I doing wrong when it comes to my love life? What am I doing? What did I see? What did I see in my childhood, okay, that I thought was normal, or I thought that was I thought this dysfunctional behavior was normal, that now in my present life I'm still attracting, or I'm still drawn to dysfunctional behavior. Okay, and it feels like this person is recognizing that, because if you see the sun being here, the 10 of Pentacles, which is this vibrant family life again, there is something here where they know that they need to go back and address, okay? It feels like the conversations have also made this person really have to look deep within themselves. Now you could be dealing with anybody, any signs, okay? So think fire signs, air signs, water signs, earth signs, okay? But we see a lot of earth energy, okay, with the pentacle, the 10 of Pentacles, the devil card, okay? So think of the earth signs, yes, the earth signs as the Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, and we see a lot of fire signs with the Emperor, with strong Aries energy, the Sun, strong, like vibrant, like Leo. So think of the Leo and Sagittarius and Aries for the fire signs, and with the Aries for the fire signs. But just think there could be strong fire signs and strong earth energy, but we do have some of that air popping through as well with the 9 of Swords, okay? And we have the 6 of Cups. So you could be dealing with any signs, but we see a lot of strong energy around structure. It feels like a lot of energy around structure and those early establishments in childhood, and how it created, it feels like this person could look back and maybe they can have conversation with you and say, this was good, like they may have seen this part was good, but when it came to talking about emotions and feeling comfortable and actually being listened to, this was an area of, what I keep getting is, this was an area of neglect. Okay, take what resonates and leave the rest for others. Let's have a look at a Jamaican proverb and see what wants to come through for the collective. Okay. Okay, so we have save and invest for a rainy day. Save and invest for a rainy day. The John Crow is that the crow bird never makes a house, so it never makes a home until rain come, okay? In the Jamaican style, the John Crow never make house until the rain come. Simply meaning, look, you can't move. What's coming through was Papa was a rolling stone. He wherever he laid his hat was his home. Okay, wherever he laid his hat was his home. And it feels like this is maybe this could have been the unsettling, unstable energy that they may have seen, they may have witnessed, and it may have played into their attitude towards what family life looks like until they do that deep shadow work. Shadow work simply means looking at oneself, okay, and the areas where you may feel like, right, these are my weaknesses, these are things that I could work on, these are things that there may be some kind of like childhood emotional wounds that I may have done so well so far to kind of get to where I am, but I've recognized in this connection how I handle my feelings, how I address my feelings. I've developed a coping mechanism of avoiding creating a facade, pretending that everything is okay when it's not. And it feels like this, or relying on other substances, or dabbling in sabotage as a way of handling emotions, okay? But the Nine of Swords is saying this is not working. This is not working. Perhaps let's say if it looks like it was working before, it's no longer working. And it's really asking this again. The sun is blooming, okay? It's illuminating. It's asking for things to grow, okay? To address these things. This person deeply wants the Ten of Pentacles, okay? But the Ten of Pentacles is saying, well, if you want to get here, there are things that you got to do. Okay, what's coming through is what came through in pile 2. There's levels to this. There's levels to this. You can't just get to this just like that. It takes you putting in the time, putting in the work, putting in the effort. Think of the Eight of Pentacles, okay? You see someone doing the work, okay? They're getting on their grind. This is what you have to do to get to the Ten of Pentacles, okay? So, let's have a look and see what else going on. Going back to saving, putting in that work, grinding, save and invest for a rainy day, okay? And again, it could be someone who's got older and they're looking back and there's regrets on that they didn't put that time or missed opportunities, okay? Take it where it resonates. It could be someone who wants to have a conversation with you. Thank you. Yes, we have the Five of Swords. I wish I can take back all the words I said to you. I get very angry when someone doesn't agree with me and I act impulsively. Okay, so this explains why there was a lot of deep messages coming through here, because it feels like there are a lot of things that this person knows that they need to work on. And I feel like the message is saying you've really got to trust your intuition and use your discernment here, okay? We have Eight of Swords as well. So we've got a lot of swords energy, okay? This is kind of telling us that their mind right now is not in the most healthiest place in how they handled their emotions, okay? I didn't follow my own inner guidance and now I feel stuck in the mud. It's hard to see a way out when everyone says this is normal. Look at this. Like what we were saying earlier, if they've seen dysfunctional behavior and that's all they know, it becomes normal because that's all you know. okay, until you do that deep healing, until you do that deep shadow work and go, oh my gosh, you mean to tell me that's what I was doing? That's how I was handling, that's how I was talking to Jane. That's okay. We've got to keep it clean and classy, but it feels like there are it's kind of the way the read is going. It is going on towards someone having some kind of temperament that's when they're upset or they can lash out and say really mean things. So just take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's not your story, it's not yours, baby. Okay? But look what we have, the Six of Cups. Despite it all, I cherished all the time spent together. I'm thinking of new ways to bring peace and harmony between us. Okay? Any more for the collective? Ooh, we got quite a few. Okay, let's read them all then. Let's read them all. We have the Seven of Swords. I have a habit of deceiving. Look at this. Lying and wearing a mask. It's hard for me to believe that someone would like me for who I really am. I am practical. The King of Pentacles. I'm practical and and you know what? Okay, let's read this first. I'm practical and a very good investor. If there is anything you need in the material world, you can count on me, the King of Pentacles. Because I feel like we saw the King of Pentacles. I felt like we saw the pin. I feel like I saw the pink King of Pentacles somewhere. But we'll continue. I feel more optimistic about life and ready to get out of my shell, to share my joy and my ideas with you and the rest of the world, the Queen of Wands. Okay, we have the Four of Wands. I feel comfort and joy in your presence, and I feel appreciated for all of my hard work. It's so easy to relax when I'm with you. So just by looking, we see there's a lot of kind of conflicted energy. Okay, with the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords, we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Okay, now seeing the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles here, and we also have the Knight of Wands and the Tower. This feels very much like there is a deep attraction here. Okay, now it feels like the deep attraction could be because like one party offers like a lust for life, passion, and then someone else here there's this kind of need or desire to be stable. It feels like there's a need and desire for stability in their life, because we see the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Devil here, we have the Nine of Swords in this position, in the reverse position, as well as the Emperor in the reverse position. Okay, and it feels like there's a strong need, desire for that. Okay, however, seeing all these swords coming through, okay, and swords representing like how they think, their thought process, their how they communicate to themselves as well as to you, that it feels like there is still a temperament that they need to work on. And it feels like when they experience moments of unsettledness, or they feel triggered by maybe something that makes them feel unsettled, it feels like they can, what I'm getting is like they can be chaotic and very damaging to their own selves, and it feels like a very destructive, it feels like there's this very destructive element, okay, to the point that it feels like this person has realized, like, they've taken some kind of step back and go, whoa, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And if it's like they've received the message to say, you need to go back, and you know what it is. It's what you've been running from. It's what you've been hiding. It's what you keep trying to appear like you've got everything together. You need to stop doing this, because this has been impacting your connection. And it feels like you may have seen this, you may have observed this, you may have intuitively felt like, yeah, there's more going on, And perhaps that's what they were also afraid of. Okay, because we have the Knight of Wands. The fact that you are so mysterious is very thrilling, and it turns on my passion because I don't know what to expect. Okay, and we have the Tower. Okay, the Tower is another major arcana which is telling us this: there was a deep need for transformation. Okay, I kept delaying, leaving my comfort zone of bad habits, but now all has fallen apart, and I'm forced to face my pain in a rough way. Currently seeing 40 on the clock as well, which is telling us that there is a deep need for facing their fears, so it's not hindering them. We're gonna go and have a look at the childhood deck. Okay, and let's see what wants to come through in this deck. I'm just gonna get it for you. Okay, let's have a look and see what wants to come through, because it keeps showing up. Okay, in today's read. Okay, well, this is what the blunt AF does. Okay, we're being blunt is bringing out the bluntness out. Okay, so let's see what message you need to see. Look at that, the truth. The truth. Just, you've got to be open. Stop with all this. Stop with all this. You got with the facades, with all the. Just be honest. Just be honest. Truth. Divine truth comes not just from an open and clear throat chakra, but also from divine wisdom held within our loving hearts. As this energy moves up from the heart chakra, it can release blocks at the throat, so that in the loving expression of your sacred truth, you may become your real self. You hear that? Your real, authentic self. Empowered, fully empowered to transform yourself and others. The affirmation. Okay? I am speaking the divine truth of my soul from the sacred wisdom of my heart. So being honest, being truthful, not to feel any type of way. Okay, we're just going to see the other card that popped through as well. Look at that. So seeing that, the father, there's definitely energy about the father here, and we've got spiritual level. Okay, father, spiritual level. Okay, we have with the father, the idle love of our earthly father demonstrates on a physical level the highest unconditional love of our heavenly Father or Creator. As we develop more of this divine love for our personified Father, forgiving weaknesses, so we become more loving and accepting of our own masculine energy and nature. When our own masculine and feminine natures balance, we more fully unfold the qualities of divine power and divine love held within our heart chakras. These two perfected then become manifest as divine wisdom, or the threefold flame. Here we go back to into the energy of three again. Okay, so that energy of growth, that energy of expansion. Okay, the affirmation: I am honoring and respecting my Father, as through my unconditional love I see the love deep within him. So this is really telling us that there is a deep need for healing. Okay, letting go, because we see, okay, the Emperor in this position, okay, which is telling us that there is some work that needs to be done here, and this could be impacting why this person may not feel secure or confident in themselves to show that side of themselves, but also work needing to be done here to address going backwards to move forward. Okay, I hope this makes sense. So we're going to take a quick tea break, water break. Okay. I'm sipping on water. Let us know what you are sipping on. And if you haven't done so already, please like, share and subscribe to Gwan Tarot and Tea. Alright, much love and blessings every time. Big up yourself. One love. Okay, and sip sip baby. Okay, cheers to intuitive gems. A lot of stuff coming through today. So let's pull out the Blunt AF deck and see Wagwan. Okay, Wagwan simply means what is going on. It's Jamaican patois for what is going on. Reveal the messages the collective need to see today. Okay, reveal those messages. Okay, reveal the messages the collective need to see. Okay, we've got let's go on an adventure. Okay. Okay, that it's flowing, it's flowing, it's flowing. So we might not need to sing today. Okay. Woo. Okay. We'll take that one. Last shuffle. Alright, thank you. Well, we didn't need to sing today. Alright. Quite a few messages came through. So let's see what's here for you. We have, I need closure from you, but I still want you back. I'm standing up for myself and the connection. I'm observing you from a distance to suss out if we are a good match. I sit back and reflect on the things. So reflect on the things you said and realize you saw things in me that I didn't see. I see now. I can talk to you about anything. I can talk to you about anything. I have to respect your boundaries and needs if I want to make this work. The silence is a lot for me. So the silence is a lot for me. I'm ready to prioritize you and make you my top priority. I'm feeling passionate but frustrated. I'm open and ready and steady. For love, I am emotionally available. I feel like that is the deep desire of where they want to be. When I'm alone, I try to act out what I would say to speak to you and gain your interest. Your inner strength has helped me more than you think to connect with mine. I am nervous around you. I am nervous around you. I was stubborn and realized that it doesn't work in a connection. Yep, it does not work to be stubborn again. You know, for us, this is a message for all of us. We all need to bear in mind, okay, if there are some past things, don't bring it into the connection. This is where that shadow work is asking you, right, address it. Because if you don't address it, okay, and you don't have a if you don't have a radar, let's say, to go, okay, I recognize in a previous connection, I recognize in my childhood, or I recognize there were some things that I haven't addressed. Perhaps it could be there was a lack of emotional warmth from your guardian or a parent, and that can then show up where you are more drawn to people who don't give you that reassurance because it's been normalized, or it could be feeling really clingy, or feeling very like you need to hold on tight, but then not, then it can lead or result to disrespecting someone else's boundaries. Okay, you are the only one who gets through my walls. You are the only one who gets through my walls. Let's go on an adventure together. Okay, that could be that sun energy that we saw earlier as well. Okay, where's the sun card? Where are you, sun card? There it is. Okay, so let's go on an adventure together. Okay, could be someone that loves the outdoors. Okay, I talked myself out of the connection and now I regret it. This could be that devil energy as well, that sabotage energy. Okay, talking themselves out of something. Okay, that's it. That's like what we got. We are all healing. It needs that energy that we need to be healing here. Okay, I use music to remind me of you. This distance is tough on me, but I hope we can get through this. I've been single for a while now, focusing on my healing, but I'm ready to love and love you. I visualize seeing a text from you, but I know I need to make the first move. So we've got a lot of similar messages that were in pile 2 showing up in pile 3 as well. So take what resonates and leave the rest. We're going to leave you with a couple of bonuses, okay? We've got the Tell It Like It Is deck. Let's see what's to come through, okay? Let's see what's to come through. Okay. For pile 3. Ooh, flow, baby. Flow like a river. Ooh, one has flown away. Okay. Last shuffle. Okay. Thank you. Just going to quickly get that one that fell on the floor. Okay. We got it. You got it? Yeah, we got it. So we got, I'm not ready for anything serious. Okay. And I feel like that is the energy that we've been seeing with this card. Okay. But we're seeing a lot of conflicted energy. Okay. So, let's have a look. We have, I want to start fresh. No drama this time. So, no drama this time. I want to reach out, but I'm stubborn. So, you could be dealing with someone stubborn. Okay. You are the reason my mood swings. You got me in my feelings, and I hate it. Look, you see? We're getting there. We're getting there. I know I'm acting weird. If only you knew how much you mean to me. Part of me hopes you will chase me. Okay, and I feel like that again is that toxic vibes coming through. So really trust your intuition, use your discernment, okay? I'm afraid of getting hurt again. Again, bringing back old issues into connections, okay? I overthink every little thing with you. I know you deserve better, okay? And this is what I want for you, collective. For you to know that you deserve better, period, okay? Sometimes I wonder if we were wasting our time. Let's see what else wants to come through. We're going to give you another bonus. I'm going to give you another bonus. We have chemistry. So there is an attraction here. There is an attraction here, but I feel like the message that's coming through here is like, you really got to ask yourself, is this something that's right for you? Okay, is it right for you? Anything else for the collective? Anything? Yes, look, it feels like this person, again, you see, going back to this card, they may use sexual energy as a way to lure you in, okay? Because we do have that energy of like afraid of getting hurt again, but perhaps that could be what they may use sexual energy as a way to it's like it's physical, but it's still emotionally unavailable. So just take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? All right. And we'll leave you with a message from the Power of Surrender deck. Let's see. Okay, this is one of my favorite decks. Okay, the Power of Surrender. Let's see what you need to see. We have surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So again, the Sun card is coming through very strongly. The Sun energy, okay? Tapping into that childhood vibes of things that you love. Connecting with those things, okay? But also putting things right as well. That needs to be put right. Anything else you need to... Ooh, okay. We'll take... Look at this. What a great way to end. Just like what we were saying when we saw the previous card. Okay. Can still it can represent that fear of intimacy, even though it's like, what you think, but sexual energy is intimate. Yes, it is, but it can also be another way of being emotionally unavailable. Okay, connecting with someone, but not in a like, oh, I'm just enjoying the passion, the passion from it, but I'm not emotionally connected. Okay, so surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in compassionately. Identify and begin to release. You hear this? Look at this. Release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. What a great way to end this read. Okay. I told you this is why I love this deck, you know. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Alright. Alright, so let's have a look at some initials on who this could be. A name, a place, a location, a hobby, an interest, something that they may have shared with you. Okay, take it where it resonates and leave the rest for others. Okay. Blunt AF, the exact thoughts and feelings for you right now. Those are the initials you need to see. Okay. Okay. Making sure they're all flat so you can see them all. First one I saw was K. Now, if you look, it feels like this is like something spiraling. Okay, it's like a spiral. It could be kind of saying that with this person there has been this kind of the song that's coming through is a shot. It's funny. It's funny that what's coming through is like a childhood. A childhood show that I used to love to watch. I think it's called Round the Twist, and it was like it was an Australian TV show where it was like a family that lived in a lighthouse, and it was it goes something like, how you wait, let's go back. How you have you ever felt like this, when strange things happen and you're going round the twist? Okay, if you're going round the twist, perhaps you may have felt like that with this person. So I feel like it's saying really trust your intuitions and use your discernment here. But before we, I had a look at this, the true intentions. Let's have a look and see what wants to come through. Okay, let's have a quick look. Okay, we've got all them. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. All right, let's have a look and see what wants to come through. I just had a look at it and it said, yeah, have a look. We have working on themselves. They are taking time to work on themselves and hope to reunite stronger. Anything else you need to see? This wants to come through. Excuse me. Long-term goals. They have long-term goals that align with yours and are serious about achieving them together. Okay? Anything else? We have genuine interest. This person is genuinely interested and sees potential for a serious relationship. Okay? And we have ready for commitment. They are ready for a committed relationship and see a future with you. Anything else? Last shuffle. Okay, we have building trust. They want to build trust and lay a strong foundation for a lasting relationship. And we have trust is built over time. Nurture it with honesty and reliability. So, look at these initials. Okay, trust your intuition. Use your discernment. Okay. And take what resonates and leave the rest for others. Let us know if there's any patterns. You can see VTV. Okay. And we've got BB here. Look at that as well. The way these are lined up. Okay. So take what resonates and leave the rest for others. Okay. All right. So we'll leave it here. Thank you in abundance. I hope you've enjoyed this read as much as I have. Okay. We had a lot of interesting, okay, insightful, enlightened moments in this read. Okay, there was a lot of like maturity here. It feels like you could have been dealing with someone who knew that they needed to go and do that deeper work. We can see that there is some genuine intentions. There was just some stuff that they had to work on, but again, your timeline could be completely different to their timeline. Okay, their timeline could be completely different to yours. So you got to trust your intuition, use your discernment, and do what feels right for you. But trust your intuition and use your discernment. Okay. All right. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Leave the rest for others. I saw it go, darling. I saw it go, darling. Okay. I saw it go. I saw it go is Jamaican Pat one. It simply means this is how it goes. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. Awa means simply, it's just a kind of little saying that we Jamaicans say, and it just means, it's like a confirmation thing, like, okay, awa, okay, awa, okay, you heard me, all right. So, if you feel drawn to have a look at pile 1 and pile 2, feel free to do so, okay? Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Simple as that. But be sure to look good, feel good, stay blessed, okay? Stay blessed. keep sipping, and we will see you on the next one. Yes, we'll see you on the next one, baby. Hey, okay, all right. Gwan. Big up yourself.